Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
London Blues 1975. A YouTuber is on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug him. London Boys Blues 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lawn Boys Post 1975 and welcome to another Fat Friday video. Series of videos where I take a look at some more interesting things you can find to eat in the high street. And yes, basically by high street I mean Iceland. I've got a product from Iceland again. However, this has been suggested to me by a couple of people, one on Tinternet land and two of my mates in the real world who both tried this, or all three of them have tried this I should say, and they said it's absolutely banging. Pavlov's dogs, my mouth has gone already, and I have eaten very well today. I have eaten very well today indeed. Earlier on today, around about 10 o'clock this morning, I went to Weston-super-Mare. I have not been to Weston-super-Mare in about a year, and I thought I would check out all their charity shops. And is it MB Games, Mount B Games? I can't remember what it's called. You know, but they got a pretty decent retro. Had a pretty decent retro store, I should say. I have a tour of it on this channel from a few years ago. Anyway, I went around all their charity shops and cost of living crisis, energy crisis, stuff like that. It really has hit absolutely everyone. Absolutely nothing. No wins, no fines, no nothing anywhere. And MB Games, they have completely reduced. Well, not completely, it's still got a retro section, it's just nowhere near the retro section that it used to be. Also, since I went with my mum, and we really fancied having fish and chips on the seafront. Now I know on the seafront, and Weston-super-Mare has a plethora of fish and chip restaurants, so on the seafront it's probably not, this smells absolutely amazing, the best place to buy them if you want a competitive price. But we checked out two restaurants, £18.50 for a large cod and chips. No way, pushing 40 quid. I mean, I know it's not entirely their fault, but could not be dealing with that. So, since we parked at Tesco's, because Tesco's is brilliant in Weston, because basically you spend £3 on shopping, then you get a ticket, then you get 3 hours to park there. Which is way cheaper than any of their parking spaces. Parking garages. That's what we did. So on the way back, I said, fuck it, let's see what Tesco's, you know, cafeteria fish and chips, I am dying here, fish and chips are like, and they won't even stock them anymore because it's too expensive to buy in cod, which I would have thought you're a supermarket, just use the stuff you got frozen on, you know, on your shop floor, but I don't know. Anyway, so my mum got, I'm telling you this for a reason, my mum got scampi, and I had a crispy chicken burger with fries, and honest to God, which was £6.50. This is the best chicken burger. I don't know if they use one from their shop floor. This is the best chicken burger I've had in fucking months. Forget what I tried last week. This was absolutely fantastic. And it wasn't fries. It was big, proper, chunky, hand-cut chips that were really crispy and browned off on the outside, nice and fluffy on the inside. And the crispy chicken burger was like, it was a huge slab like that, and then there were 2 pieces of tomato, lettuce, crispy chicken burger, some sort of salsa, another 2 pieces of tomato and lettuce, and then they had to force it down and stick a skewer for it. Obviously I asked for salt and vinegar and mayonnaise, but what I'm saying is, of all the things I've tried to eat, of all the things I've had to eat, because I'm pretty good at trying to eat stuff, usually I succeed. Of all the things I've had to eat on this series of videos, who would have thought that Tesco's, of all places, chicken burger beat them all? It was absolutely fantastic. I don't know if it's because the way they cook it, and obviously we had to wait for a bit. My mum had scampi and she said it was banging. Also, I got coleslaw in mine, but I don't eat coleslaw unless it's peri-peri coleslaw, because I'm normal like that. I am drowning in my own salivation here, as is Roberts. Well, no, he's drowning in my salivation, I should say. Hang in there, dude. Hang in there. Yeah, I don't know, it's because it's like, it really felt like it was home cooked food, like how you would make burgers and chips back in the day, or your mother would, you know, like on a Friday after school, a treat meal for the weekend, if you will. Anyway, thought I'd tell you all that. Also, Weston got a Tim Hortons. No one told me Weston had a Tim Hortons. Fucking lived on Tim Hortons when I lived in Montreal. All we need now is a Van Hui, and I'll be happy as a pig in shit. Oh, and one more thing. No one in Western Supermare apparently knows what these little fucking stalks do on the side of your steering wheel. You know, the ones that make your lights flash so someone can work out what fucking direction you're going. Anyway, so I got this yesterday, as I said, because people recommended it to me. And basically, I like pizza. You've seen the picture, you know, the thumbnail, and you've read the title. But I like pizza, and I love doner kebabs. Well, they've only got to combine them. Yes, look, doner kebab pizza. It's new. I don't know how new it is because I don't recall seeing them. Because I am dying. Because I keep checking their pizza range just to see if the Scarily Spicy Carolina Reaper pizza comes back. Because I want to see if it's as hot as I remember. But they've got like 3 flavours in this range. And they're the takeaway pizza and they all have stuffed crust. They have, I think they've got an Hawaiian, but that's just all kinds of fucking wrong. I know taste is subjective, but seriously, pineapple is a dessert and it has no place on a pizza. And that's got a stuffed crust of either cheese or hot dog. Yep, not this one. All the way around there is a hot dog in the crust. Don't think I've ever had a pizza with a hot dog in the crust. I like their way of thinking on that. I do like the way of thinking on that. And then they got like a barbecue one or something like that. But anyway, and there's a meal deal. So I don't know if it's 2 pizzas for $3.50 or it's a pizza and then something else from one of the freezers either side of it. But it might be 2 pizzas for $3.50. I don't know. But I think it was about $2.50 for one pizza. And it's definitely newish because, like I said, I can't recall seeing it. Cheese-filled crust, 485 degrees. A cheese-filled stuffed crust pizza topped with spicy tomato sauce. Like the sound of that, spicy. I'll be the judge of that. Beef kebab, emmental cheese, red onion and garlic sauce. Garlic sauce, eh? Not a massive fan of garlic. Don't have a problem with the way it tastes. Can't stand the way it smells on me afterwards. But spicy sauce, garlic, obviously it's recreating a kebab, so I am down with that, as does red onion. Love red onion. Load the red onion on. Stuffed crust works for me. Finally we have a reason to actually eat our crust, because yes, I know I don't eat crusts, but I will if they got cheese in them. And yeah, so I'm not sure what emmental cheese has to do with the kebab. I guess that's just the pizza side of things. Beef kebab. Don't think I've ever had a beef kebab. That's not to say such things as a beef kebab do not exist in the high street, you know, like basically in a kebab house and stuff like that. I've had lamb, I've had chicken. Lamb is my favourite, but to be honest, I can go for either. Love them. Full salad, get it separately because I don't like it when my salad heats up. That's just weird. And yeah, so get them to put that in a separate polystyrene, because I'm British, container and eat it separately. But loaded with chili sauce, got to be loaded with chili sauce. I haven't had a kebab in absolutely ages, but I'm sure there are places that sell beef kebab. I'm assuming that's a cost thing. I don't know, but have I ever seen a beef kebab pizza before? I've seen pictures of people sharing them on Facebook that have actually come from genuine takeaways where they would make the pizza for you, which would probably be a kebab house. I really am dying because of their access to kebab meat, you know, in the premises that they put on the pizza. Has a supermarket ever done it before? I can't honestly think that I've ever seen one that's done it before, but Iceland has form. Iceland has decent pizzas, and you can buy kebab meat in there that is actually lamb or chicken and make your own kebabs with. So I'm quite looking forward to this, and people recommend it highly. Now let's have a look at the instructions. Light in here is shite, as I always say. The ingredients, instructions, I can fucking read them. Fan, 200 degrees Celsius for we care not for the Fahrenheit, 18 minutes. That works for me. Ingredients: wheat, flour, stuffed crust, filling, 15% cheese, milk, mozzarella cheese, milk, quark. That's interesting. You know, quark. It's in the cottage cheese section of a supermarket. And I just like it because it reminds me of that 70s American space comedy TV show, which I cannot remember the name of it. You know, where there were two twins, hot blonde birds in and shit. Anyway, sorry, tangent. Milk, water, potato starch, rapeseed oil, maize starch, psyllium, never heard of that, psyllium husk powder, water, partially reconstituted tomato paste. It sounds like a fucking science project. Cooked beef kebab, 9%. Cooked beef, salt, spices, dried garlic, emmental cheese, 8%. Red onion, 3%. Right. Spices, garlic, sugar, dried garlic. Spices is all the way down there. It's a kebab. I don't expect it to be nuclear hot, but if it's a kebab, it's a pizza. But if it's trying to, you know, basically emulate a kebab, I expect more heat than that. But whatever makes told me that it is quite spicy, or the sauce is rather quite resplendent, if you will. So quite looking forward to this. £2.50, 485 grams. Let's be honest, I'm going to eat all of that. Obviously Robert will get his. It smells very garlicky. It smells very garlicky. Robert will get his fair share, but yeah, quite interesting to see what this is like. So as always, I do this series of videos in real time. Let's go. I got windy pops. I don't know why I got windy pops. Let's go downstairs. Hopefully the oven is preheated. Bang this bad boy in for 18 minutes, and hopefully it's going to be winner winner. Doner kebab, stuffed crust, Iceland takeaway pizza dinner. Right, we've preheated, which is good. It's coming up to a pinch before 3:30, which is also good. Welcome to Eddie's Bar. No new additions to Eddie's Bar this week, but to be fair, that's not really an issue that affects me too much, is it? I think I'm more than spoiled. However, excuse me, I'm dying here. Since I've been on holiday for a week, and I've just been eating like a right fat bastard. When I showed you it last week and said how much I loved it, this is now another bottle since then. I cannot recommend this stuff enough. It's absolutely fantastic. It is the best hot sauce out there. Anyway, weather report, as you look forward to my Friday weather report. Right, pissing down like a bastard yesterday, pissing down like a bastard all morning. Well, I say all morning up to about 9 o'clock, but like really hammering down, absolutely loved it. But unseasonably warm, about 15 degrees. So obviously all the green fucking sheep are going on about how the world is ending, but as I like to call it, normality really. Temperature goes up, temperature goes down. Deal with it. Anyway, here is the pizza itself. Doesn't look absolutely massive, does it, when you see it like that? But there are some proper chunks for 9% only. Look at the chunk of beef that is that. Not a massive amount of cheese on it, but well, I guess we shouldn't really worry about that because it's all the way through the crust, isn't it? But, however, I like to do these things as they come out of the box. If this is absolutely banging and I have it again, then obviously 5 minutes before the end, I will cake this motherfucker in another layer of cheese. But we have to try it as is. My phone is in the other room, so we're all good on that count, because 18 minutes. I'm going to do it for 16. I don't like taking chances with my pizza because you can come so close to just nuking it. It looks good, it looks good, it looks good, it's fucked. You know what I mean if you do pizzas. I'm just going to put it straight into the oven with a little bit of overhang so I can grab it easily, but I don't stick them on those trays anymore that you stick, you know, when you get the crisping pizza tray with all the holes in, because I find they just stick to those fuckers. So I just do it in the oven. Turns out it does it just as well. So see you in 16 minutes. I don't know why I said that like a question. Right, so we just hit 16 minutes. I know it said 18, but like I said, I'm convinced this is the best way to do pizzas. Stand back. Did I get away with it? See? Overhang, kids. It's the future. That looks absolutely fucking resplendent. Here's the thing, right? All I can smell in here right now is it doesn't smell like I've been cooking a pizza. It smells like, well, it smells extremely, extremely oniony, which is not a bad thing because I absolutely love and adore onion. I'm drowning in my own salivation right now. But it definitely smells of when you go in a kebab house. I can definitely smell doner kebab. Right, so let's cut this bad boy up. It's definitely, see, look, I'm telling you, 16 minutes and it's still absolutely crispy and crunchy. And I didn't get it when all the cheese, can't cut it though, can I? Didn't get it when all the cheese goes that horrible, you know, like, well, it's not horrible, you still eat it, but you know what I mean. You all know what happens when you overdo pizza. Your cheese doesn't look like this. It looks like these little bits in between, which I like, but the entire thing's like that. The entire thing's like a leathery shoe. Also, I've had this before, but I've had it on chicken, but it'll give me a good excuse to try this. So, let's plate this bad boy up. Yes, definitely nice and crispy. It's not the biggest pizza in the world, is it? Ever. To be fair, though, when you buy these sorts of pizzas, they never are. But yeah, I cannot tell you how kebabby it smells in here right now. That's a real phrase. Look it up. I've just made it up so it counts. Fire extinguisher of choice. I actually got my hands on some knockoff supermarket diet lilt. Obviously, this is Audi's and it's Freeway Tropical Crush. No added sugar, because sugar is the enemy. So is caffeine. Right, so let's take this bad boy upstairs and hopefully, I mean, you recommended it, so how bad can it be? Alrighty, let's go. I cannot tell you, even though I have previously just told you, how good this smells. This really does smell like a kebab. I'm going to take a piece. Where's the piece with that? No, I'm going to take a piece that's got a big chunk of kebab meat on it. Again, I know it's beef. How is the stuffed crust looking out? Doesn't... Oh, you can see it. You can see it. I'm not going to, you know, tell you what this tastes like because I can't review it. I've already had it. I already know. And I've told you, I'm dying here. It's absolutely fantastic. And for a Heinz, you know, dressing, it really is quite spicy. But then you would hope so because it says spicy kebab sauce on it. Right. 2 tiers in a bucket. Fuck it. First things first. That is very oniony. Very oniony. The first hit in my mouth was red onion. Didn't look like there was that much on it. Could smell it when I was cooking it. Can definitely taste it then. Really, really nice. Second of all, the sauce. Yeah, it's not a hot sauce as such, but it's definitely a spicy sauce. Definitely tastes like something you would put on a kebab. And it's definitely gone to the back of my throat. I'm quite surprised with the sauce. But the meat, it may be beef. Let's get a piece like that. It may be beef. It's definitely got that. Oh, it's definitely got that carved, you know, doner kind of texture to it. But it may be beef, but it's definitely seasoned. It really is. I mean, draw from what I read about the ingredients on the back. It's definitely seasoned with some sort of kebab-esque element because it does taste like you've got it in a kebab shop. That sauce is amazeballs. Honestly. It's a builder. It's not a hot builder. But, you know, the more I have, the more I'm aware that there's a spicy seasoning on this. A sauce, if you will. Let's put that down there. That is not your typical pizza sauce. I mean, I can feel it on my lips now. It's not burning, right? It's not like, you know, nuclear hot sauce, but I can feel it on my lips and I can definitely feel it at the back of my throat. But it leaves a really rather nice spicy. It's spicy, but not super hot, if that makes sense. There are two types of spice, definitely, oh, my lips gone now. Two types of spicy sauces I find. One, they give a spicy flavoursome, and two, that blow your head off. Clean off. Very rarely do they cross over. This kind of does that, but it's definitely at the low end spectrum. But it's very nice. I'm very surprised about the sauce on it. I would have bigged it up more on the box. That meat's amazing. I'm not saying it's high tier beef or anything like that. Definitely building. Definitely building. This is the nicest pizza I've had in yonks. Absolutely yonks. Palate cleanse. Freeway Tropical Crush. You are tasty and delicious, but you are not as good as Asda's Tropical Crush Windy Pops. I don't know. I'll finish this before I eat the crust. You see what the cheese is like in the crust. Excuse me, big. There is enough cheese on it. I guess it's treading that line between pizza and kebab. If you put too much cheese on it and it goes over the top of the kebab meat, then it's just basically a pizza in there. But I would like more cheese on it. I definitely would like more cheese on it. And if I bought it again, I would definitely buy it again. I would put more cheese on it. It's not as stringy as it alludes to on the box. I would say, if I had to say anything let this down, we were doing so well. We were doing, no, you can see it. We were doing so well. Can you see that? There is cheese in there. But, excuse me, the box suggests there's a lot more cheese in there than there actually is. But there is cheese in there. And it's nice. I just expected more of it. Maybe this is a bad batch, you know. Maybe I should get a white stick. Maybe all the other ones are better. They don't look it, but yeah, feel a little bit let down by the cheese that's actually in the crust. But the pizza itself is absolutely fucking banging. Definitely tastes like kebab. The meat, I mean, honestly, even though it's beef, it's got the texture. It's got the seasoning. I would have preferred lamb, but I'm not knocking this now I've tried it. The other absolute winner here, absolute winner, is the sauce. It's there. It seems to have hit a plateau. I can feel it on my lips. I can feel it at the back of my throat. It's not getting any hotter. It's not going any higher. But it's very, very, very tasty. I really do recommend it. But look at that bad boy. Oh, the meat. I didn't doubt you when you suggested this, people. I did not. But pulling off a kebab on a pizza, witchcraft, I would have said. Witchcraft. But you've definitely done it, Iceland. It's got a little hotter, actually. Definitely done it. I do recommend this. I do really recommend this. As Iceland's stuffed crust doner kebab takeaway style pizza. Get on it. I do recommend it. My lips are getting hotter as well. It's a nice sauce. It really is a nice sauce. Anyway, I'm going to cake this motherfucker in this. But first, I'm going to Windy Pops. And as always, thoroughly recommend this. Would love to know if you've had it. Double Windy Pops. It's the sauce. It's phenomenal. Yeah, a little bit let down on the cheese that's in the crust. There's not enough of it. Other than that, it's a pretty damn tasty pizza. Well played, Iceland. As always, I'd love to know what you think, especially if you've had this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later.